Hello! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to change the default calendar in Google Calendar. The first thing I'd like you to do is to launch your calendar web app and sign in using your account credentials. Now, what does default calendar means? When you create a new event in Google Calendar, that event is automatically assigned to a certain calendar by default. Usually, this is your primary calendar, which has the same name or email as your Google account. And the default calendar is the calendar Google picks for you automatically when you do not choose another. So can you change the default calendar? Now, based on the current official sources, Google does not allow users to change which calendar is their primary or default calendar for new events in a calendar web app. The default is always the main calendar tied to your Google account. Now, since you can't officially change the default calendar, here are good workouts useful for you. Always select the calendar manually when creating an event. So once you click on create or you click a time slot to add a new event, you see that there's a drop down, and make sure to pick the calendar that you want. All right, so let's say this create, you have this create option. So let's say you click an empty time slot to create an event, and let's say you head over to more options, and once you select more options, you're going to see that there's a drop down for calendar. Now go ahead and click on it. Now make sure to click on the calendar that you want. Now this is one calendar, Amanda Mac, and another calendar is Amy's Day. If you often use non-primary calendar, this becomes second nature. Another option is to use a browser extension if available. So some third-party tools or extensions attempt to allow choosing which calendar should act as default for creation, but these are not officially supported by Google and may stop working. You can also use multiple accounts carefully. So if you have multiple Google accounts, one approach is to sign in first with the account whose calendar you want to treat as default, then use calendar in the account for creating events. But this doesn't change the formal primary calendar, it just uses the right one first. So for all the things that I have said, the workable one or the feasible one is to actually do this. So once you're creating an event, just come over here and choose your calendar that you want. But it doesn't mean that it sets it to default anyways. It just that it helps you choose a calendar as a primary calendar. So that's so if you like, you can, of course, you can check if Google has announced any plan to add the default calendar thingy. All right, so just go ahead and watch out for updates on Google, but for now this is just the workaround that can actually help you. So you can just go over the tutorial from the top to the bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and of course once you're done, be good to go. I hope that this tutorial marvelously helped your search.